Welcome to the Silver Report Uncut on Grip Profits. I wanted to cover what the IMF is saying. They're bringing up the fact that global economic growth is crashing. The IMF's managing director, they warned this morning that the outlook for global economic growth over the next 5 years is the weakest in over 30 years. It was Kristalina Georgieva. She said the world economy would expand at an average annual rate of around 3% over the next 5 years, which is the lowest medium-term growth forecast since 1990. What's significant is that this same woman, just around 3 or 4 years ago now, was coming out and explaining that the entire world would fall into an economic collapse if we had dropped below 4% per year. So this is much lower than they had anticipated would cause a global depression. And this is less than the 5-year average of 3.8% from the past 2 decades. Around 90% of advanced economies are going to see growth slow this year as the tighter monetary policy weighs on demand. It's slowing economic activity in the U.S. and the euro area. She said, quote, "With rising geopolitical tensions, still high inflation, a robust recovery remains elusive. This harms the prospects of everyone, especially for the most vulnerable people and countries." She added that despite the bleak growth outlook, high inflation means that central banks must continue to raise interest rates. As long as financial stability pressures remain limited after recent banking industry upheaval in the U.S. and Switzerland, the fund's managing director said key impediments to growth were increasing economic fragmentation. Said, quote, "The path back to robust growth is rough and foggy. The ropes that hold us together may be weaker now than they were just a few years ago." And finally, she warned that if the banking system turmoil were to return, central banks would face difficult trade-offs between their inflation and financial stability objectives and the use of their respective tools. Well, it seems like she's kind of telling the future there. I thank you guys for stopping by and joining us here at the Silver Report Uncut, hosted by Grip Profits. Be sure to subscribe here for more. As always, stay free.